I'm Dr. Caroline Leaf. Some people say that they don't dream, but we actually all do dream, because when we are sleeping at night, our brain is actually sorting out our thought patterns. And because thoughts are alive and dynamic, and there's emotions and chemicals and things are moving around and in our brain and activities happening, we dream. We might not always remember our dreams, but we do dream. And dreaming is a way of us understanding what's going on in our thought life. Everyone is unique, so everyone's dreams are unique. So there's never one way of interpreting a dream. And dreams basically are sorting out our thought life. As we go into sleep, we start with non-REM sleep, which is rapid. REM stands for rapid eye movement. And then we move into rapid eye movement sleep, which is REM sleep. And that's where we start dreaming. And dreamings work kind of backwards, because when we're sleeping, our frontal lobe switches off and other parts of our brain switch on. So it kind of goes from the abstract to the concrete. So it's back to frontal during the day. But our dreams are telling us things, because anything that stands out, anything that's unsorted, anything that's like a peak in your day or peak in your thought life, that tends to flow into our dreams and bubble over into our dreams. So the next day when we wake up, it's a good idea to write down your dreams and journal your dreams, because your dreams, especially a recurrent dream or something that really stands out in your mind, is generally telling us something about our thought life that we need to sort out. So it's really worth using the switch on your brain process to help you to sort out dreams that are toxic. Hi, I'm Dr. Caroline Leaf. I want to address one of the dirty dozen called toxic faith. Toxic faith sounds like something strange, but it's how we see God. It's our perception of God. Research has shown that if we see God as a loving, benevolent God, this changes the way that our immune system actually functions. Research has actually shown that your immune markers, which means that your immune system's operating more healthily, increases when we see God as a loving, benevolent God versus a God who is judgmental. They've also found that the impact, scientific researchers have found that the way that you see, the kind of relationship that you form with God has an enormous impact on your intelligence, your mind, your health, how you function. And they've found that it's absolutely, when people have this personal relationship with God, where they see God as this loving God that they can develop a personal relationship with, it impacts on positively, once again, on their peace, health, happiness, immune system, longevity. So our relationship with how we see God, the way that we develop our faith, prayers, these all have a huge impact on how we function. There are so many studies on the impact of prayer, on the impact of intentional prayer. They've done studies where they've shown that prayer that's just like sort of just random prayer that with no meaning behind it had no impact, but prayer that is heartfelt, that is passionate, that is fervent, that kind of prayer has huge impact on the health and well-being of patients. So when we talk about faith, we need to make sure that our view of faith, how we see God, how we pray, how we meditate, how we think about things of faith is positive, because toxic faith can impact the whole way that we function. Hi, I'm Dr. Caroline Leaf. Toxic love. I wonder if you've ever thought about that before, what toxic love is. Well, God's designed us to be loved. We're made in His image. He is love. So we are designed to give and receive healthy, nurturing, unconditional love. But this can go wrong. The whole evolutionary kind of biological approach to love is the scientists say things like, if you've got muscles you can protect, so people fall in love with people that have got more muscles, an hourglass shape for fertility. Or God looks at the inward heart. He doesn't look at the external appearance. And it's very important that love stays healthy and positive and unconditional. And when we just look at the external, we can distort that love. But they've also found that nurturing good, positive love has an enormous impact on how your brain functions. So, for example, they have found genes inside a part of the brain called the hippocampus. The hippocampus is this part of the brain over here. And those genes, when they switch on, they actually dampen the stress response. So when we are in a loving environment, those genes switch on and we are better able to manage stress. So the converse of that is that they've actually found that people that are not experiencing a nurturing environment, either as a child or in a relationship or as adults in a marriage or in a work environment, that gene actually switches off and the stress levels increase. So it's really important that we examine the kind of love that we receive and that we give.